So we were both at work.
We started getting these notifications from Ring. I'm just like, I check my camera, and there are these two guys trying to break into my house. I hit the siren on my alarm, and I immediately get this call from Ring.
Would you like for us to go ahead and send the police?
And I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
We just wanted to secure our home. My name is Ina.
And I'm Rohit. And with Ring Alarm, I stopped the break-in on my phone.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/away.
Professional monitoring requires a Ring Protect subscription.
We're all on this planet together. So join Odyssey and find your one thing. August is a great month to help out the environment by improving your gas mileage. Make sure your tires are properly inflated, and heavy items like golf clubs aren't stored in your trunk. Take your car in for a tune-up to ensure it's running at peak performance. And when the weather is nice, walk or bike to your destination to enjoy a beautiful summer day. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Back to the conversation. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
PJ and Miggs have teamed up with the fine folks at Mary's Place for Kicks for Kids. You know about coats for kids. Mm-hmm. Some shoes for the kids as they get ready to go back to school here. And maybe they don't. Either way, they get a nice pair of tennis shoes. And the cool thing about this deal is, man, the money raised from Kicks to Kids goes directly to Mary's Place. The kids at Mary's Place Centers, they will pick the sneakers they want. Unlike when we were growing up,
right,
we're forced to wear crap because that's all your parents could afford. Shut up and here's the Converse tied together and like them. I don't want green. That's all they got in your size. Keep looking through the bend if you want to find another pair of them. Thanks, Ma. Kicks for Kids. Go to KISW.com and donate whatever you can. It's a great cause. All right, it is our random question. Question 206-421-ROCK.
We were talking about Red Lobster earlier. I guess a Red Lobster employee somewhere, he discovered a blue lobster amongst them, and he ended up going, it was Akron, Ohio, I believe.
It was.
And, so he gave the blue lobster to the zoo, and now they have what they're calling the lobster man cave, because he's blue.
Yeah,
and
his name is
in
Claude.
fact,
It's Claude's man cave.
right, and it's in fact red lobster. They can't. So we were like, man, do they even have tanks? I was convinced that they do not. I am stupid. And I was wrong. So first I say, well, back in the day, they had live tanks. Maybe that's what we're thinking.
I do remember that.
Well, someone else says, hey, man, Federal Way Red Lobster, they have a live lobster tank right in the entrance area. Someone else was actually at Red Lobster picking up food as we had a conversation, and they pointed out, I'm looking at the lobster tank, also in Federal Way, and I guess the Red Lobster in Tacoma also has a live lobster tank. So listen,
this sounds like a great dinner date.
To me, it sounds more like this. Entertain the kids. Say, man, I'd love to take you to the aquarium. I just don't have the cash. Mm-hmm. Take them to Red Lobster instead and get one of their amazing shrimp deals while looking at the lobsters in the tank.
We could all go. I think we have to sit at different tables because we're not from the same family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd have to sit in different booths and just scream at each other from across. How what do you think about them shrimp days?
Can you pass me the butter?
Throw me one of them biscuits.
Actually, I think Mike and Ted could probably lie, say you're cousins.
You guys could. Yeah, I think so.
You could even get in there, Miles. I think I'm the odd man out.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Well,
Where are we going?
No, but what you guys could say is, yeah, but he's our brother.
We're brothers.
Now, what are they going to say?
Yeah, that would really throw them off.
Because I'm saying, look, I'm a brother. I'm just saying, they said they're related. I'm a brother.
Would you? You're the manager of Red Lobster, Mike.
Okay.
Steve and I walk in. They say, I'm sorry, we can only sit you down if you're a family. We say, well, we're brothers.
You never saw Different Strokes? You can be judgy?
Right, exactly. Do we have to explain to you?
I was a poor black kid, and Miles' family was rich and lived in the penthouse.
At this point, I'm waiting for one of your guys' phones to come out and start recording my reaction.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think, can you really be like, there's no way?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, yeah, you can.
Even though you know we're lying,
right,
we're challenging you to prove it.
And
you do have different last names.
Yeah. My mom worked
for... I took my wife's name. Jack White did it. He married Meg White, and his last name was not White. Hers was.
My mom was a social worker.
There you go.
We're all adopted.
You could use the Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez thing.
Right, two different last names.
They're actual brothers, but have two different last names.
Right.
And this is my stage name. So I picked a different name.
We're trying to figure out how to get into one of these Red Lobsters, sit down and eat these lobsters. Apparently, they are in the aquarium tanks there.
Yeah, I know. So did you mention Linwood?
No, I got Federal Way in Tacoma and Linwood. So listen, go to Red Lobster, look at the sea life, save money on the aquarium.
I had no idea.
Miles, that would be perfect for you. You never go to Red Lobster. But
Right.
now, in a pandemic,
Sure.
you're trying to juke the system.
Not only do I have a bib, you know what I mean? We figured you guys could go as brothers. No one would question that.
Yeah, Mike and I'd be all right.
Yeah, you pull that off.
Here it is. Someone says all Red Lobsters have lobster tanks in the lobby. So
apparently we haven't been in a while.
Random.
Oh, here's someone idea. If we go to Red Lobster, someone said, tell them that you're lovers.
That's another one.
There you go.
Yeah, we can do that.
Whatever he's got, I've got. So we both have Valtrex. Hello, Todd. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores, boys.
Liquor and whores.
Todd, welcome to the program. Random question. Okay, I think this is one that you could probably answer. What resolution have you either failed or succeeded at?
Oh, Jesus.
Or
Drink
fad
more.
or whatever. You know what I mean? What have you ever said, like, I'm going to do
always
this?
Drink more. That's always, but I quit doing those things years ago.
You quit doing most things.
Quit making resolutions. Maybe that's the resolution I made to make.
That's pretty much been my resolution is I'm not going to make a resolution because we all know I'm going to fail. Or you make an easy one like I'm not going to stab anyone. And even by March, I blew that.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes
drink more.
Yeah, well,
drink
sometimes
more always fits.
Well, sometimes with resolutions, like for an example, Mike has been on the kick of losing weight simply because he had a wedding plan that fell through. But at the time,
and broke penis.
Yeah, that too. When you're counting down the days, you know what I mean. The deal is, look, we're both going to agree. Maybe if I need to lose some weight, or you need to gain some weight, or whatever the deal is.
Yeah, that's what you need to gain some
That's
weight
what I
for
would
this
say.
wedding.
That's what I would say. You look great, honey. You put on a couple pounds, but you never had anything like that.
No. I mean, I've been married for 26 years, so whatever she says goes, but no.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you this. Honestly, you look at even though you had 800 pictures taken at your wedding, there's one that you guys ever look at. But in that picture, how much worse do both of you look from that time?
Yeah, now.
I'm probably maybe 15 pounds over that.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Three awesome boys that she's probably 20 pounds maybe.
Well, hell, that's just normal weight gain for anybody without even having kids. How old are your kids?
Well, it'd be 21 in December, and then 16 and 14.
Okay, so are you buying the 16-year-old a car?
He's actually, if he wasn't in Missouri or Montana right now wrestling, he would be getting his license.
Is he high school wrestling?
Yeah, he's high school wrestling. It's an intensive camp. My two youngest are wrestlers.
Okay.
Nice.
What are they doing about COVID on that? Are they just throwing caution to the wind, or is there anything going down?
They're not social distancing and they're not wearing masks. I know that.
I think the wrestling would be the most difficult sport. I mean, of all sports.
At the point that you're sweating on each other and your butt's in my face, like
boxing is one thing when people get tied up. Wrestling is doing nothing but being tied up the entire time with your opponent. You know what I mean? So like even
it's Montana, and I don't think they've got any. I think they're really, really laid back on their.
Yeah. What about what about your 21-year-old? Is there plans to get a beer with him, or what is the plan when he turns 21?
Well, up until I'm off that day. That's good. It's a Wednesday, and up until COVID hit, I was hoping you guys were going to have your live day on that Thursday right after it. But
oh, sure, guilt us.
Yeah, it's our
guilt
fault.
us because of COVID. I see what you're doing here,
Todd.
Todd.
Change plans.
Well,
Todd.
you know. And the 15 pounds I put on is from the flipping air fryer.
Okay. Well, people are happy with the food, I bet.
Yeah, there you go.
We were kind of hoping maybe Live Day would happen, but it don't look like that.
Anything live.
Yeah,
but right now, we can have Dead Day. We can still do Live Day. We just can't do it. Well, no, I guess we can.
Well,
we can do it from the studio, but we
there's
still
too many
can't.
People.
Right.
There's too many people.
Way too many.
When we did it, 3, 4, 5 years back in the old building, and it was a sea of people in here because that was required to get
the first time we did it.
To pull it off. I mean, like, what you saw on stage was just a little bit of what would. I mean, those bands are coming in, coming out, coming in, and there's no less than 10 bands on Live Day.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so each band has 4 to 5 members in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have all the Foley artists and all the sound effects guys, and they kind of do their thing in one area. You have the directors like Veggie Dog who are running around, and they're doing their part in orchestrating the show. Then Then you have Taz, who's back there trying to get all the commercials read with different people who are reading those commercials. So you see, it's not that they couldn't be done in here, but it just couldn't be done in here.
Right, just too many. I forgot. I totally forgot.
There's just too many people. The reason we asked, what resolution did you fast at or fail at or succeed? Do you guys know who Luke Combs is? He's a pretty famous guy in the world of the wolf over there.
I thought it was something you combed your hair with, but whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here. Turns out he is not superhuman. He was only able to choke down being a vegan for around 30 of the 90 days from the bet he lost last year with his keyboard player. The wager was that his Carolina Panthers would beat the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, they lost, but when he talked about the bet back in February, he promised to prevail. Well, somebody recently brought it up, and he came clean. Am I still a vegan? No, I'm not a vegan. Did I honor the bet for the whole 90 days? No, I did not. I made it just over a month, and I just was like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. The bet was with my keyboard player, and I really debated on just firing him if I had to do it the whole 90 days. So, no, he was cool with me giving up. So, there you go right there.
I can give up or I can fire you.
What did you do, Mike? You did, I know that your fiance is isn't she vegan or something?
Correct.
How long did you attempt to pull that kind of lifestyle off?
I did that. I think I did full vegan for a month.
Did you gain weight? Because you're eating potato chips.
No, and I didn't lose weight either, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think I lost maybe 5 pounds throughout the entire month.
What was your best discovery upon this as far as food that you would still like to eat right now?
Honestly, over at Chipotle, they have something called sofritas, which is the vegan option of their meats. And right now, it's probably my favorite option of their meats that they've got.
Really?
So if you go there now, you're just going to get that no matter what.
Absolutely.
But what about at home? That's Chipotle. These are professionals that opened a restaurant, right? So, but now you got to cook at home.
Exactly.
What are you going for?
I sure like that place's ribs.
Impossible beef.
Okay.
There's been, I've tried a lot of different veggie patties that, it tastes just like a hamburger. No, it does not. It tastes nothing like a hamburger. It tastes like carrots on a bun. But the Impossible Burger actually did a very, very good job of making a different product. Veggie Dog even brought up field roast, which was another really good option. It doesn't pretend to be anything. It's just an option. It's a protein option, which is really good.
It also begs the question, what would be the Impossible beef? Like, I hate Betty White. You know what I mean?
The Impossible Burgers are pretty good.
They're not bad. Look, they're not bad. God, I was just talking about this last week to someone, and I said, man, it's not that they are bad. It's that Burger King was trying to sell you on an idea that you can't tell the difference. You can tell the difference.
Sure.
But they are not bad. So
this is the closest of any of those products that I've ever tasted to being close to the actual product.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. But don't tell me you're not going to notice. You'll notice. If you've ever eaten meat in your life, you notice. But again, not dumping on the Impossible Burger or Whopper, but like, bro, that is not meat.
You'd think if they could do that, they could up the K-Rabby game a little bit. You mean like that's like 30-year-old technology that hasn't changed?
Yeah, but people like it for what it is.
People like it, and I think it.
You could still have the original K-Rabby. You can still have the original veggie burger or Boca burger or bean burger.
Oh, you mean to come up with something better?
Just something a little bit better. You know what I mean?
I don't know that you can, man.
What is that? It's like ling cod? What is the...
No. It's tiny little fish that they catch in massive bulk numbers and then kind of press together.
Yeah, let's figure out something to do. Right, you just smush them together until they hold the shape.
Delicious.
Random.
By the way, again, Red Lobster, we want to go. And Red Lobster, not exclusive to them, but statewide. If you're going to eat indoors, it can only be immediate family, right? And we were saying, how could we try to convince some poor schmuck at Red Lobster that you and I are our brothers? All right? Well, someone says, hey, man, I'm white. I have a black brother. Here's my thing, though. And I told them, okay, I believe you. Will Red Lobster believe you? Like, I believe you. Go to Red Lobster, see how that works, and then let us know, right? That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gary, when does that start?
Has it already started?
I don't know.
I'm not really up on it. I'm just like, I'm not going to be eating in a restaurant anytime soon anyway, so I don't know. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Jeremy, welcome to the program and the random question. Okay, let's see here. What do we got for you, Jeremy? All right, Jeremy. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer this one or not, so yes, no question, but have you ever been in a menage a trois?
Unfortunately, no.
Have you ever been close?
Yes, I've been close, and I didn't close the deal.
Well, how did you not close? Was it a failure on your part? Did people sober up? What?
Yeah, we were all drunk. It was a 4th of July party in Seattle, and my girlfriend at the time was kissing a girl that I worked with at the time.
And looking back, I don't know what the hell, why I didn't close the deal on that.
Are you, Jeremy, are you married now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the chapter is closed. The book is over, and there's no sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a one-shot movie.
Right.
And that's why we want to look. If you are 18 years old and you hear us right now on the radio, please just understand that opportunity is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If it's a twice-in-a-lifetime opportunity, good for you. Bonus.
Sure.
But for the most part, it's only going to happen, that opportunity, once in your lifetime. Some people get lucky and it happens later.
Right. We know there's exceptions.
Yeah,
Don't flood us. I got my 22nd birthday. 22nd birthday. Yeah. And the beauty of this was that both of them had the same name.
Right.
That's
easy.
It was real easy. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't matter what the names were anyway. I did not care.
And
but
Ted
I was
did
all
once in 9 people's lifetime.
Right.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You ever do the menage a trois?
I mean,
what do you mean? I mean, it's yes or no. I know you've double three-way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't count.
Right. That's why we called it something different.
I told Chad to get as far away from me as he possibly could. We practiced social distancing. We were one cow apart.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, London Bridge.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we might have had a high five in there. Other than that, I don't know.
Eye contact.
You know what?
I know you try not to, but I'm just saying there's some point where you look up and Chad's looking lovingly in your eyes.
Nah, he's pretty focused on what he was doing, so was I. We tried to avoid that as much as possible, I think. The reason we asked, ever been in a menage a trois? And I was 20 years old, 19 years old.
Right, exactly.
So it's not like, The world's most identical twins have now said they plan to get pregnant at the same time by a shared boyfriend, Anna and Lucy. They were on a morning breakfast show, and they explained why they want to have a baby at the same time.
Because they're crazy.
They're 34 years old. They're sisters. They had separate boyfriends before, but now share a boyfriend, Ben Byrne. In the past, we had separate boyfriends, but Ben accepts us for who we are. It's been equal from day one, and there's no jealousy. So they plan on getting pregnant at the same time. In the meantime, we have another story.
By the way, if you get the opportunity to look at these twins, it's not as great as it sounds.
It's not.
Really?
They look.
Yeah, we like Miles at the top of the show. He does this little rhyme. We did not discuss this story in advance, but he made one comment in the rhyme. And instantly I thought, you saw their picture, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Here's one that's questioning, as far as is this guy losing his mind? Sometimes it feels like all my birthdays have come at once, and other times I think she might be bored with me. I'm 23 and she's 22, and we have been an item for just over a year. Our sex life has been great from the start, but here's my problem. My girl is gorgeous, by the way. All my mates envy me. Amazingly, her 3 besties are hot too. I went out to see some mates of mine, and they were still drinking when I got back late. They ran off to the bedroom and came back wearing skimpy outfits. Then they sat next to me on the sofa and started running their hands all over my hair and body. I was on cloud 9. I asked my girlfriend what was going on, and she told me to chill out and enjoy the ride. What a sexy ride it turned out to be. We finished on a high note. Next morning, we slept in late, and our mates left. Now my girlfriend doesn't want to have sex with me unless it's with my besties. It's been one excuse after another until she suggested inviting all her pals to join in again. I was surprised but agreed. It has been happening on a regular basis ever since. Now I cannot remember when just me and her had sex, and it's really starting to bother me. If I say anything, she just says I should think about how lucky I am.
Mike, where's the tiny violin?
Yeah,
we get
exactly.
a tiny violin for this guy.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
This poor guy.
I hear what he's saying on some level, but bro, you're 23. Enjoy that, because you're going to have the same tone of voice as the guy that just called. Like, yeah, there was a time when I was hooking up. And by his own admission, they're all hot. Like, he's like, they're all very, very attractive.
You're going to get to the point where you're so old you can't have stamina for one person.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, let alone 3.
Sorry, we have a quick Red Lobster update.
Oh, Red Lobster, get it in.
Listen, all right, so we were, again, saying, and not just Red Lobster, but restaurants in general. I believe Washington State, maybe nationally, I don't know. But if you're not immediate family, you cannot dine together indoors. And we were saying, all right, well, could we try to convince them that we're all related, blah, blah, blah. Someone chimed in and said, look, I'm white, my brother's black. I said, go to Red Lobster, see if they believe you. Well, someone checks in. They say, I'm Mexican. My adopted brother is black. We've been brothers for 23 years, and we ate at Red Lobster 3 weeks ago for his birthday.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Now we know.
Yeah. We can pull this off.
I know.
We don't have to be lovers.
Hello, Don. Welcome to the men's room.
Tequila y frutas.
Hola.
Don, welcome again to the program. The random question. Don, I think you can answer this one. You've had a lot of years there. What would you say is the one thing that you would pay money to get back that you used to own? Something you used to have, maybe it wouldn't be a ton, but you sure would like to have it back.
Probably my hair.
When did you start losing your hair?
I've receded on the sides when I was like 21, 22, and then I kind of kept it, and it comes and goes, and but.
So it receded on the.
Wait. What do you mean?
On the sides?
Comes and goes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a stress type thing. I've got thyroid problems, and
okay. So you that's why I said if it thins on the side, that's a little bit reversed. So does it just come out in clumps? Like you look down in the shower and there's a bunch of your hair one morning?
I don't know. I can't look down anymore. So.
What are you talking about? When's the last time you saw your penis, Don?
Oh, I can see that. It's just my neck's all screwed up. I've been hurt too many times.
Okay, so you can't actually physically look down. All right, I got you.
When's the last time you saw your penis? Like, Jesus, man.
How much money would you pay to have your hair again?
Well, actually, I can just put on a hat.
Okay. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, at 66, who cares?
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, sir.
So she doesn't care, right?
Well, I think she does, but she tries to let on like she doesn't.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, well, what about her? What about her do you not mind?
I'm sorry, say that again.
So what about her do you, quote-unquote, not mind? The way that she plays along with your hair loss. What's the one thing you're willing to ignore?
I guess, I mean, she was actually a very 6 foot tall, slender Dutch blonde. She's gotten kind of wrinkled, from being out in the sun and smoking and stuff, but I really don't care.
So she looks like a leather coach bag, kind of. Like a saddle.
I don't know. She's listening in the house.
No.
So no, she doesn't, Miles.
Foot tall blonde.
Those are the sexiest wrinkles you've ever
She's
seen.
She's going to come in and rip the last hair out of your head.
Hell yeah. You bet.
The reason we asked, what would you pay to get back? Ryan Reynolds, we know Ryan. He's offering a $5,000 reward for the return of a stolen teddy bear. 28-year-old woman in Vancouver, British Columbia, lost the bear when a bag it was packed with other valuables was stolen from outside her U-Haul. She was moving. The bear is irreplaceable because it contains the voice recording that her mother made before she died of cancer.
No.
So people are trying to find this bear because this woman is just breaking down. Ryan tweeted, quote, 5,000 anyone who returns this bear tomorrow. 0 questions asked. I think we need this bear to come home. More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
So I just left the house to go pick up my kids, and 10 minutes later, I got a motion alert from Ring. My alarm was going off. I opened up my app, and there's this guy running out the front door. I didn't know who he was. Before I could do anything, I got a call from Ring.
This is Jordan with Ring Alarm Monitoring. I'll send the police right over.
My name's Nadine, and Ring helped save my house from a break-in.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/safety. That's ring.com/safety.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'. You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Random question, 206-421-ROCK. Oh, we lost everybody.
Yep.
Get the hell out of here. All right, call back. 206-421-ROCK. There that goes. We're going to reset that bad boy.
Random. Oh, we're still trying to get this thing up and running.
All right.
Ask us a random question there, Miles.
Okay.
What do we got?
All right.
Ask me the sober one.
Let's see here. What did you get kicked out of or asked to leave, Ted?
Ooh. Trying to remember. I have some good ones. I definitely got asked to leave. This is the first time I went to Vegas, right? So I'm 21. And you know how, there's those little bars that aren't like a huge bar, but just kind of
in a casino itself?
In a casino.
Yeah.
Not that far from the gambling.
Gaming table? You mean we also call those the service bar.
Gamming tables.
Hey, Gammy, get over here. Speaking of which, me and my buddies kind of did that thing. We had never been there before. We were staying at the Paris, right?
Okay, yeah.
Across from the Bellagio.
Mm-hmm.
So we ordered up, it's going to sound funny, we ordered up Seagram and 7-Up, right? We were drinking 7 and 7s in the hotel room, just watching the water fountains go.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is great. So finally, another dude showed up. We were waiting for him. he goes, let's go gambling. So I forget which casino we went to, but we were so drunk at this little bar that we were like grinding up on women probably in like their 80s or whatever.
Oh, right.
And they were having a good time, but like everybody in the bar is laughing at us. And then we get over to the bartender, we order some shots, and he goes, fellas, I can't serve you. We're like, you're right, man. You're right. Thank you. And like we left and we went back to the hotel and passed out.
Steve and I have told a couple stories about getting kicked out of various bars in the area for just being idiots. But you actually got kicked out of a bar restaurant in Mexico, didn't you? Like, not kicked out. You were asked to leave.
Which time?
Wasn't this when the guy's like, man, you need to leave now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, look, it's Mexico, and I like tequila. And you put them together. It's like you just drink. And I don't remember entirely what went down, but I know myself well enough to say that he was probably right.
So, but you were in a bar where everyone was just kind of looking at you like, where are you from? Or you were just in the wrong bar in that section of town?
Oh, yeah. This, and I know what you're talking about. Yeah, in this case, it was more not like, hey, you haven't done anything. We're not over-serving you.
Right,
This
just
is not
asked
the
to leave.
situation. You should probably go. And I'm being asked kindly, but it's more the other folks in this bar don't necessarily appreciate you being here. It's more of a preservation thing.
Looking out for your safety.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you should. And, as you kind of gaze around and you get a sense of what's going through people's heads when you kind of make eye contact. I'm like, you know what, man, you're right.
Yeah.
I should go and never come back to this bar.
Reason we asked, what did you get kicked out of, or where were you asked to leave? Walmart officials are confirming that an incident captured on video that has since gone viral, showing a couple wearing face masks emblazoned with swastikas, happened at one of their stores in Minnesota. Video starts out with a 59-year-old man, a 64-year-old woman at the cash register as other shoppers vocally object to the display. After the video made the rounds on social media, Walmart issued a statement on Saturday saying that the couple's behavior was, quote, unacceptable. We strive to provide a safe and comfortable environment. I believe they have been kicked out of this particular Walmart for a year. They are issued a trespassing notice, and they are banned from entering any Walmart store for 1 year. After that, they can go back into Walmart. Saturday, by the way, was the first day of Minnesota's mask mandate, requiring face coverings be worn in all public places. Walmart has a mask policy. However, it has been in effect since Monday.
Yeah.
They were in there over the weekend, and that's what you get to see.
Why
All right,
do
I'll
you
wear a
even have
mask.
a Nazi flag?
And how do you get the
To
material? Like, where did you get the material to even make one of those things?
Oh,
They're
you
like-
can get your hands on that stuff
They're
for
like
sure.
little Nazi flags you're just wearing as masks.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they get upset, and we have the right to wear it, and you do. But Walmart is its own company and has the right to ask you to leave.
Yeah.
You're not walking into the halls of Congress, in which case you could argue, I got the right to do it. Like, right.
I could go
This
outside
is
and
Walmart.
scream the N-bomb. Guess what's going to happen to me?
Right, you can.
I could do it. I could call every woman to see the walk by. Guess what? I'm probably going to get hit over the head with a purse and punched in the face.
I think that's one of the things people miss. I have the right to do it. You do,
Yeah.
but there's still going to be repercussions.
Right.
That's all. Like,
Yeah.
Again, it's the same reason I was asked to leave the bar. Like, you can do what you want, but there might be a nasty repercussion for this.
Random.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Jeff, what are you doing, man?
Stuck in traffic. A lot of fun.
Okay.
Old school.
Yeah. That's weird.
Those were the days.
Where are you stuck in traffic right now?
I am in the Bremerton area.
Huh. Bremerton traffic. What, are people backed up on the ferry?
No, it's all shipyard traffic. Everybody's getting off work.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go with this one. Jeff, what weird habit or behavior did you or have you tolerated in a relationship with someone?
Let's see. I don't know if I want to slam my ex or talk about my current girlfriend.
Either or. We're
Well,
cool.
I mean, you're tolerating it, so you've accepted it, and just everybody's different.
Right.
Sure. I think one thing that, and this may be minimal to some people, but when she pulls clothes out of her dresser, for some reason, she can't close the dresser or the drawers.
That drives me crazy.
weird.
It drives me crazy. I'm convinced every morning that my house is haunted by a poltergeist. Like
How about all
every
the,
kitchen cabinet,
yeah,
every
cabinets.
drawer, everything.
Is that it? That's not bad.
Yeah, I think so. I did. There was something you guys were talking about earlier. I wanted to comment if it's cool.
Yeah.
So, you guys were talking about the Impossible Burger, the vegetarian burger from Burger King?
Correct.
Like, if you used to order a veggie burger from Burger King like 10, 15 years ago before they started this new thing, do you know what they gave you?
What?
It was like a bun with a bunch of their. It had everything but the patty.
Yeah.
Mayo,
Yeah.
lettuce, tomato. It was a waste.
It's like the veggie sub at Subway. It's everything except for the meat.
Are you a vegetarian?
Absolutely not. No way.
Okay.
Would you ever consider?
Never.
Would you ever consider living with someone who was? Because I tell you what, it makes things a hell of a lot different. Just trying to cook at home, trying to get on the same page.
I
When you
think
go out to a
cook
restaurant,
for one, I think that's because you don't want anything they're making, and they're not going to eat anything you're like. We can eat at the same time. It's not that, but and maybe we can share fries. But like, I don't want your zoodles,
That's what I mean.
and you don't want my lamb, right?
yeah, but zoodles isn't
lamb
necessarily.
zoodles. I'm kind of into this.
Zoodles isn't necessarily like vegetarian. I mean, that's just kind of like I don't want to eat carbs.
There's just too many restrictions, you know. I don't. It's like I like meat too much. It's like
I do
the
too.
thing.
But you can't really throw any non-meat product on the grill while you're cooking a burger. Like maybe this Impossible thing is the closest thing there is. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like Beyond Meat has like fake sausages and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not a vegetarian. I got no issue, but I don't know that I couldn't date somebody that was one. I wouldn't be like, oh man. Yeah, like I don't know. If I like her, I like her.
Right. As long as you're not giving me grief about my diet, I'm fine. I will say this: so I've been aware of veggie dogs for a long time, and our coworker, who we call a veggie dog, he had brought a veggie dog into the office back when we had the hot dog roller, and that thing, I just remember I couldn't take my eyes off of it because I know it's supposed to simulate a hot dog, but in all honesty, I would feel like a pink tube should not be that hard to recreate, and somehow they whipped on that, so it's this big, great thing, and it was so it felt like a sex toy, right? It's just this big, dense thing. That thing disgusted me. It might taste great, but just consistency, that thing seemed revolting.
Reason we asked, what weird habit or behavior did you or do you tolerate in a relationship? This Johnny Depp situation with his court case is getting strange with Amber Heard every day. Seems like a different thing comes out. Depp's lawyer claims that Depp is a Southern gentleman with a respect for women. While her lawyer basically says, her name is Sasha Wass. Wass described Depp as a homeless addict who was literally out of his mind during the 14 times when Heard said he assaulted her. She's defending the Sun newspaper as well against Depp's libel claim. She told the court that Depp had created a misogynistic persona of his ex-wife as the stereotype of a nagging woman. The court was told that while no witnesses had testified to seeing Depp hit Heard, the days are long past when the courts in this country required the corroboration. Yesterday, quote, I saw you pass out amongst vomiting. You vomited 3 times. You're a needy man-child. I watched as other men have to wipe your backside. Lawyers for Depp, who are suing over the Sun's description of him as a wife-beater, will make their closing arguments tomorrow. But she said she saw him soil himself multiple times.
So you have him saying, hey, either she pooped or at least left a turd in my bed. And now she's saying, hey, I've seen people wipe your ass, grown man.
And you pooped the bed. That was the other
I think
claim.
they're both insane.
I said this to Miles earlier, man. They might not know this, but they are clearly made for each other.
At least for the 14 months they were together.
They don't get it, but obviously you two should be together. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Justin.
Still can't figure out a way for people to read anywhere else on that damn thing.
I think Justin's there.
Justin.
Thank you.
Oh, he's getting something.
We'll get back to him in case he drops an F-bomb.
Okay.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, dude.
Hola. John, welcome to the program. All right, John.
Thank you.
Are you kind of a handy guy?
Yeah, a little bit. Depends.
All right. When did you or why did you need to call in a professional? Why did you need to call in a professional?
Man, there's so many times I called in a professional. Oh, man.
Is it because you screwed something up or you knew better than to even attempt it?
One was completely screwed up a surfboard that I just had bought. So I paid about $600 for the surfboard, and I just got a little ding on it. I was like, oh, I got it, no problem. And, I basically just added like a pound of surfboard cloth and also surf glue on my brand new deck. So when I went out to go surf with it, I would just try to paddle through waves, and then on the right side, I would just, when I drop into a wave, it would just dive right into the wave, and I would just flip over every time.
So because of the weight distribution difference on how much putty you got on the side of this thing?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I guess you did you get a new surfboard?
Yeah. I took it to the surfboard shop, and he looked at me and he's like, "What did you do?" I go, "Well, I thought I tried to fix it." And he goes, "You just ruined it."
Yeah, you see that when people primer their cars.
Oh, wait,
as well.
so was the board a total loss?
Yeah, the bummer thing about it was I was living in Oakland at the time, and then I went over to Hawaii for 3 weeks just to surf, and I picked up this brand new deck, and I promoted it. I promoted another deck with the same specific specs, and I was like, okay, I'll just take a brand new one. Totally get it home, flying with surfboards, you're sitting at the airport and you see skateboards getting thrown down, the de-escalator or whatever, or the belt coming down. So every surfer is freaking out because they don't want to see their boards getting dinged.
What?
Go ahead.
Where would you say was a better place to surf? The coast in the San Francisco area or in Hawaii?
Totally. It's close. It's closer than you think, but I'd say probably Hawaii.
Okay, because if you go north of San Francisco, that's where all those famous currents come in, right?
Yeah. I surfed from even Southern Oregon to there's a thing where we have Tamales Bay, and there's a secret town north of San Francisco called Bolinas, where they totally just take down the signs so no one can ever find out where they're at, where the beach is at and stuff. So
oh really?
It's it's basically the Waikiki of the Bay Area, because they're just 3 or 4 foot waves there, and it's really easy to learn. But the thing is, it's called it's right in the middle of the Blood Triangle, which is Tamales Bay, Farallon Islands, and Santa Cruz. So that's the sharkiest part of the
I was going to
water.
say, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's called the Blood Triangle, that's not where I want to learn to surf.
I guess the sharks are bigger off the coast of San Francisco than there. I know there's tiger sharks all over Hawaii, but as far as the great white, that's going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
What shark has the greatest amount of pressure? Basically, the nastiest bite per pound.
I thought it was the tiger shark.
You're close. You're close.
Mako?
Not the tiger. No.
Is it a bottom dweller like a lemon or a
black tip?
Bull
shark. Yeah.
Bull.
Thanks to National Geographic's, they don't have Shark Week. They have Shark whatever the hell's going on. I spent a lot of this weekend watching When Sharks Attack.
Oh,
and on 8 different programs, they keep pointing out the bull shark. That's the one.
Well, he's a bull.
Well, with people spending a lot of time at home these days, there are a lot more DIY projects around the house that people are doing during the lockdown. A new survey found most of us have attempted them, and they don't always go well. Close to 70% of people who've taken on a home improvement project say they never turn out how they imagined. And 1 in 10 projects end up making things worse. Here are a couple other quick stats from the survey. The average person currently has 6 projects on their to-do list. And 78% of us have noticed at least one thing we'd like to update during the quarantine.
Sure.
Sitting around looking. It would cost an average of $680 to knock our top 3 projects off the list. Not the most expensive thing in the world if you do it yourself. An average of 3 things go wrong with each task we attempt. This is problematic based on the number of times that you need to go back to Lowe's or the Home Depot.
4 visits this weekend.
You went to 4 times.
I went to Home Depot 4 times.
Was it because of mistakes?
Or
not something
mistakes,
you forgot?
More underestimate how much you need of something. So
okay.
Twice Saturday and then twice yesterday. But the project itself turned out spectacular.
The most common mistakes we make are putting things together wrong, buying the wrong parts, and injuring ourselves. The most common reason we avoid projects are a lack of money, lack of time, lack of knowledge, and a lack of willpower. However, I will say this. It seems now like you can learn a lot from a YouTube video. Not that you're going to be able to nail anything, but it's a hell of a lot better when you can watch somebody do it than you just trying to figure it out like in a home improvement book with sketches or drawings or whatever the deal is.
Yeah, a few different YouTube videos. I'm still not sure. I want to give it a try, but watching a few, I'm like, all right.
Do you know what I watched today?
What you
just
watched
simply
today?
Because I really wanted
to learn
a how-to.
how-to?
Yes, it's a how-to. It's one of these things that is just absolutely, for some reason, eluded my skill level, and I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to learn how to do this correctly. Because
how to not say something offensive to women at a bar.
No, I'm never not doing that. This involves, I've got these, I got some tortillas, and I got this really thinly shaved flank steak.
All right.
For like cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
And I want to make a cheesesteak burrito.
Oh, you don't want to use your Kobe Steakums. Or
I didn't get Kobe Steakums this time. I really stepped it up. I mean,
welcome.
This is shaved.
Black Angus, that's what it was.
But I never really knew how to wrap up a burrito correctly.
Oh, you mean all the folds and everything that goes with it?
So today I went on YouTube. I can do it, man. I mean, here's how you do it. Right? So this is your burrito, and this is your stuff right here. Okay, you fold these in first like this, right? And you create the edges first. And then you take this, and then you pull under like this. And then you fold over like that. Ta-da, burrito.
What did you think they did?
I did not know the proper way of doing it, I have to admit. But and then you
I guess I've rolled soft tacos at my home.
Well, then you know how to do it better than me.
I don't think soft tacos would give you enough
shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to buy thin, big tortillas is what I understand.
Why aren't you just going to have like a cheesesteak sandwich? Why a cheesesteak burrito specifically?
Because I don't have hoagie rolls on hand ever, but I do carry a lot of tortillas, like where I make stuff like
this. Tortillas are around more than hoagie
Actually,
rolls.
I was looking for a hoagie roll this morning. For lunch, I'm bringing in, couldn't find one. 3 unopened packs of tortillas, but I didn't grab them.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it's just supply and demand. Like
You can put anything in a tortilla.
Yeah, and I can't just go buy one hoagie roll. Like, those days are done. The days of the tong and the bread thing at the bread store, they don't do that anymore. All that stuff in the deli is like, it's all wrapped up.
Brother, buy the hoagie rolls. You get 6 to the pack, and what you'll find is, because you're right, you just wanted that sandwich, but now you got 5 more opportunities with the perfect bread for it, and you will make some of the best sandwiches of your life.
I just got to freeze the bread. You know what I mean? So for me,
Oh, my God. Just eat it,
I can't
man.
eat 6 cheesesteaks in a week.
Not everything has to be a cheesesteak. You can do the cold cuts. I'm telling you, man.
I don't have all
with
that.
Miles. He doesn't want to just go home and eat a sub every night.
Exactly.
Yes, you do.
I mean, it sounds good and everything.
It is.
Get the sourdough one.
Yes. You are listening to The Men's Room.
I was at home and I get this call from Ring.
We just received a fire alarm. All okay?
My fire alarm in our cottage was going off. And then it hit me. My parents are at the cottage. The fire had started in the chimney and spread to the roof. Ring Alarm Professional Monitoring dispatched the fire department before we even could dial 911. My name is Kevin, and Ring Alarm helped save our family cottage.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/Odyssey. That's ring.com/Odyssey.